Today we are going to learn, I would say, or at least contemplate on what is a lead magnet, why do we want it, and research. Some people would find it really, when I say some lead magnet idea, oh, that can be your lead magnet. People are, can it? I'm doing that already. So it is, if you're doing it already, then you've got to tweak the language, tweak the way you do it so that it is working for you. Okay. So what is a lead magnet? I've talked about it. If you think I need to add a little bit more, what do you say, precursor before getting into content, please do let me know. But I feel we can just get into the content, and you all know I've been talking about this as well. So if you don't know, please do ask. There is no stupid questions, there is no silly question, there is no trivial questions. Just ask. Lead magnet is a form of a freebie or a bonus, whichever you want to call it, which has got a value for your prospects so that they are compelled to give their email address. Meaning you're sharing something valuable. When they give the email address, they are making some kind of commitment to it. They're not doing it, it's just freebie, I'll get it, because we all like free things, right? I am a holder. I just hold on to freebies. And I'm also an information junkie. When it comes to information, if you're overloading yourself, you're confusing a lot. So it is better to give a value. We'll put a value at the later stage, in day 3, I think, where we would be thinking about. It has to represent one service, a lead magnet. It doesn't mean you need to have one lead magnet for one service. I mean by that, you can have many lead magnets, but it has to have one specific service or a product. For example, if you're an e-commerce is where people get so confused. I sell a product. I don't know how to talk about the value I can provide. They know the price which they are paying. They know why they should. But remember, now we have more opportunities to go on price compare. You might be less, they'll come and buy from you. When you raise your price, they might go to your competitor. So how are you going to keep them loyal? That loyal comes from the affinity, the loyalty. I'll talk about loyalty ladder today. And also, what is that value, what you're providing to them? So that is why lead magnet should have a specific purpose to it. And why lead magnet? People think, oh, why? This is where they can go wrong, and they are going wrong, is that they don't have a purpose for. We all say, we talk about purpose, right? Everything we do should have a purpose. That's where they call it strategic. But point blank, line on the sand, it is just the purpose of why you're doing what you're doing. Demonstrates your authority. Lead magnet must, even though it's a freebie, it must. Okay, you might be asking, there are a few e-commerce store owners here on this challenge who went on, and even MLM challenges who are on this. What is the purpose of that product? Why do you sell that product? What made you to stock that product in your store? Think about these things when you're creating, oh, I'm giving 50% discount or 20% discount or whatever value discount, your monetary value discount you're giving. Why are you giving that? Why do you want people to own that product? So it is of seeing, I do see some of the lives which happen like that. And your trust factor. When you talk about your product with a passion, even if that is not the product you produce or you created, it gives such a, can't see the very top. Oh yeah, sorry guys, I'm not watching the comments. I'll watch the comments from the side. So what happens is that gives the people an and affinity, because we don't have online, especially when you're in e-commerce, you don't have a store. When you have a physical building, people, that trust factor happens almost without us knowing about it. Oh yeah, I know where to find them if something goes wrong with my product. Whereas online, even though they have the store and they know how to buy from you, that is little bit of a thing. Oh, I don't know if something goes wrong, what will happen. So that is why it is easier to create that factor, put a face to the website or face to your shop that gives them, hey, that's me. Do a video every now and then and send them a newsletter. These are the things which we'll talk about tomorrow on lead magnet ideas. And reduces know, like, and trust timeline, which I talked about just now, and it helps you build the list. E-commerce store, for that matter, any store, if you've got a website, it is easier to build a list through your website. Because you need a pop-up, you need to build a funnel, and then it is easier to store it somewhere with GDPR compliant, and it gives you that value as well. So you can, hey, you bought this product couple of months ago, we've got an upgrade of that product, or we've got a similar product which you may be interested, or we have got you bought a cup from us from this range, now we've got a plate, would you be interested in? So, or you bought product from this range or this manufacturer or this producer, we've got more of their items, would you? So you can do all of that in when you build a list and build a generation funnel. So lead magnet, or whatever you're capturing, the lead capture, that capture is the first step for your lead generation funnel. It not only gives you insight about the customer. For example, if one customer becomes a client, one client is repeatedly buying a product less than £10 for that matter, or $10, you know that person only stretches out $10. So you can show them the results. Okay, this is, you're not grouping them or anything. It gives your conversion weightage. So selling no product or selling something worth of 10 is like $10 in your pocket, right? So that is what you should be thinking. Okay, this person buys, and then you can gradually increase them to, once their trust factor goes up, you can gradually increase them to the higher end product, but they need to trust you for that. And also they can get insight about your service, what type of service you're doing through your lead magnet. It is like sampling something, right? So that is why you do need a lead magnet. And this is the loyalty ladder I was talking about. It's a relationship marketing. You can build this in any form of promotional strategy, but this is how the funnel goes. There is also a marketing funnel, but this is a ladder, which is, hey, Amy, suspect. So the very first person is like, they are suspecting. They don't know anything about you. They somehow landed there, or somehow found your page, or somehow found your live doing your product demo, and they're thinking, is this person the real person I'm seeing? Because there's so many fakes out there, right? So, and then when you have convinced them partially, you can't convince them to fully, partially, they become a prospect. I can think about this person. I may buy one or two items from you. The person, or they can even say, oh, I want to know what they are doing. It could be your competitor, which becomes a person as well, prospect. And then if he or she or it or buys one, or they buy one product, they become customer. And if they are doing a repeat purchase, they become client. If they are doing repeat purchase, but they are helping you, sharing your product, sharing your discounts, sharing your testimonials, then they become supporter. You can see, if you've already been in business, not all will give you the review. Okay, it was not intentional, but it's that psychological block they have, the supporter. Oh, if I support and they fail, what will happen to my image among my group? That's what it means. Okay, and they become advocate. Okay, so how do they become advocate is they show the product which they bought from you and share it to hey, you can buy it, or they can buy it as a gift and give it to their friends and families, so that they can show, oh, I like this company because of the values they are hosting, so I feel that you should support them as well. So that's how then that person goes in the cycle, and then they become an associate partner, where they say, yeah, I sell, I buy from you. This is where the MLM groups are failing. They want to go from suspect to partner straight away. They're not converting any of those. They're not converting, even if it's not a product, even if it's an idea, moving from one level to another level makes a lot of difference. So please do type in, are you finding these information useful? Are you finding it, oh God, I know about this. As I said, once you get these idea, you will know what it is. And people ask me, oh, they've got business quiz, or they've got video. My competitors have got video. My partners have got video. I've seen my mentor has this. Don't compare yourself with them. You don't know which stage they are in. You might be in the starting stage, or you might be in a growth stage. So you need to understand your model, your stage, business stage where you are in, so that it is easier for you to move them, move your audience. Even if your audience is, if you say, oh, it's for everyone, it is for everyone, but only certain group of people will gel with you. It's like friends. Everyone can be friends, right? But only you call some of the closest one who understands you, doesn't judge you, or at least you don't feel that they are judging you, or they're not being sneaky about their things. There are so many online people are very but I'm tired with freebies, but although I got some leads, no sales yet, I am a bit disappointed. You are a Facebook user. You need to give me who this is so that I can address. I know your business. Who is this who has got leads but no sales yet, and I am a bit disappointed. I will answer your question at the end. So, and how long should it take? For example, a coach or a consultant can have his or her or their coaching session, a discovery call. I would never say discovery call unless or otherwise it's 15 minutes. If it's 30 minutes, that's a time to get some judgment on what you can understand about the business and their motives. Why? And the psychographics of them. There is money. Yeah, I want a cheaper product, quality product at a cheaper price. That could be you would see. Yeah, I want that. But there are other things. Why are they buying products? My aunt, she'll always say, I want to buy eco products, and she'll store all these cans and the buckets for her to go to this co-op in Glasgow to fill in her dishwashing liquid and her other things. It means that she feels that she's not using plastic or adding up to that plastic thing, or she buys in bulks, reuses it, and those type of things. So you need to understand the psychographics behind that. So initially, it should take maximum of 2 hours. If you think your strategy session, about 30 minutes, is what your lead magnet is going to be, you build lead funnel from that lead magnet, right? But that's not taking 2 hours of your time, is it? It's 30 minutes. Even though you've come up with an idea, you've built this funnel takes, one day I will show you, the funnel takes only 10 to 30 minutes, depending on where you are, once you've got all these things in place, okay? So interactive ones like business quizzes, videos, webinar, they might take longer because you've got other things. Even this challenge is a lead magnet in one way or other. So it takes a little bit longer for you to do. Okay, how many lead magnets should I have? You can have as many as you want, but initially have 3. So you can swap and see which one works right for the right target market. So you can try it with the time factor, you can try it with the ease factor, you can try it with how long your lead magnet is. Based on that, just keep 3 lead magnets for any purpose. Or you can, for networking, if you're going for networking meeting, they could be used differently than one you use online as well. So you can have, initially, keep it 3. Just one will do if you've got it right. So why do lead magnets don't work? This is the meat of the subject. Lead magnets don't work is because no research has gone in there. There is no goal. I don't know what I want, and if you don't have a goal, you would go nowhere. So that's second thing, and it's not being promoted right in the right channels. Facebook has got a different market, different vibe, even if they are the same people who are living in the LinkedIn world as well. But they've got a different view when channels go. These are all being created by the platforms itself. So you've got to blend into this. So that way, even though the algorithm works the same, the people are the same, but the way they show up is different. So you have to blend in with that. And also, it doesn't solve a specific problem. Even in the strategy session, I make sure, and I would recommend you to make sure that one specific problem is solved before they go out. I've sat in many strategy calls, and it doesn't go anywhere. Oh, this is what it is. Oh, you need to do that. You need to do that. Okay, you've given me so much. I don't know what to do. So you have a specific goal to this. So now today's task, these are the 2 slides. This one and the next one are the 2 slides you need to concentrate on for the today's task. There will be another one which would have gone live at 12:15. I've scheduled that post in the group. I will go and add it to the guide. This is how you will research your target audience. Who is my target audience? Who's your target audience in this case? And what are your competitors offering them as part of lead magnet, or even a low-end product? It could be a self-liquidating funnel. We call self-liquidating SLP, self-liquidating product, which is a minimum value product so that it liquidates itself. And what are your audience's micro problem? For example, if you're an e-commerce site, you're selling clothing, okay? So for clothing for men, women, and children, or fashion accessories, what is that you are wanting them to believe about your store? Oh, I can get a unique product from the store for my friend's birthday parties, or for my friend's wedding, or for party I am going. So I won't be blended in with other people, or someone has got your. So that could be your way of thinking. So what is their micro problem? So their micro problem at this point is, you will see when I talk about value proposition, you'll see how this is expanding itself. But at the moment, don't worry about it. Just think about the micro problems. That micro problem is, all women, most of the time, we do have a problem. I don't want another person in the party to wear the same dress I'm wearing or the same pattern I am wearing. So that is one of the micro problem. How is your shop solving that? For example, there is a sustainable products you're selling. Why is that they need to feel safe and have that idea in their head that they are paving path for their children? They want the earth to be a lot more happier. They want the air to be fresh. They want their children to grow eco-friendly. They want their pets to be safe. So have those micro problems. What are that micro problem? Each and every one of the product, every product producer thinks about this. So think about that problem. And where do they hang out? If they are hanging out on Facebook, if they are hanging out on Instagram, the content, as I said to you before, even if they are the same people, they look at it differently. So use those words in your lead magnet as well. And what are their likes and dislikes? Concentrate more on dislikes so that you can avoid those things which kind of like triggers them. So this is how you need to. It might look, oh my God, what am I going to do? I know about this. Some people say, I know about it. Okay, write it down. They're like, what do you mean? When you write it down, you get more clarity. Okay, so please write these down in a piece of paper. It doesn't have to be, you don't get workbook or anything. Just take these two slides, one of this slide and this slide is about competitors. So set a time aside. When you do researches like this, you've got to set aside time. Okay, I'm going to put 10 minutes for my target audience. Whatever comes to my mind, I'm just dumping that on the paper and then making a sense of it. And the second one is research the competitors. Again, go and look for 2 or 3 competitors in your field who are in your location, who are direct competitors. For example, people think e-commerce is a global shop. Yes, it is. It is 24/7 open, 365 days. It is a global shop. However, if you're in a particular area, you can think about it from the particular area. It is easier to build small and then go big. It's not easy to go broad and go down narrow. It is really hard. You need to have multiple messages. You need to have multiple lead magnets. It's just not going to work. So narrow it down to 3 to 5 competitors. Write down who are the competitors. Go visit their websites, social media platforms. What are they doing? How often are they there? What are the free things they're offering? Even posts could be free. There are a few things which they do, and write them down so that you can refer it when you create your lead magnet idea tomorrow. Now think about what you can do differently. I don't mean that you go 180 degrees the other way. What I mean is that if they are solving this problem, how can I solve that problem? Obviously, there is not one solution to one problem. There are many solutions to one problem, right? So you need to find other ways so that you're not directly competing with those people. And how can you tweak freebies if you've already got freebies, how can you tweak it so that it looks different? It is not like 10 different people saying, I've got 50% discount, you've got 50%. Okay, who should I buy now? That is when the psychographics kick in. So if you've done the audience research well, that psychographics, you would be able to relate to them on that. And also particular days and stuff like that. How can you move a suspect to a prospect? This is all you need to be thinking. This is where the answer to question to someone, a Facebook user, okay, it's Laura. Sorry, Laura asked this. I've got some leads, no sales yet. So that means you have not captured their psychographics. You didn't know, you don't have a right story to connect to people. I struggle with this as well, but it's the story. I always blame it because I don't know, I don't watch pop. I'm not into pop culture or music, pop music. I am, but not always. I don't gel well. And I don't watch TV. I don't watch the same programs that many do. So I don't have a story to sell to people. So they buy from you. It's not about the product, they buy from you. So you need to find that story link. What is that story I am going to use to sell? So your lead is only a lead before he or she turns into a customer, right? So it is the next step. If you are going to get stuck or leads are not buying from me, I'll tell you, this was the shock for me as well. The shock was my mentor about 10 years ago, 2008, almost 13 years ago, he said to me, there's only 1% of people will buy from you. If you've got 100 people, then only 1 people will buy from you. How many leads do you have, Laura? Just type in your number. How many leads do you have? Are they all the hot leads? There are other factors as well. They're all hot leads. No, they're not. I've downloaded many lead magnets from my competitors. I'm not there. They think they send me emails, but they will never convert me because I am selling the same product as them in one way or form. Unless or otherwise they prove me that their method and their model is different from mine, then I will go and learn from them, because learning is more important to me. And they will never buy from me either. There are a few people even in this challenge, they will never buy from me because it is not, they think that they can do better. There's nothing wrong. So that is what you're doing. Just follow these 2 slides. I'll put the slides in the group, in the guide section. If you go and if you have not found the guide section, please do let me know so that I'll show you before I go end. And then follow the instructions of 1 and 2 slides, and then paste write it down, take a photograph of that and attach it as a comment, because you can attach only 1 photo in 1 comment. If you've got 2 photos or 3 photos, or if you've got fancy and you want to put all of them in one and do it, please make it legible so that it's easier for me and give you suggestions if I want to give you. So that is all for today. And let us reconvene. If you've got any questions, I'll do a live, or I can answer it in a text, comment, reply. And please let me know whether you found today's session easier, and what would you like to learn? What do you think you will learn tomorrow? There's also people come with an expectation. What do I think? Was it what you were thinking? So let me stop sharing so that you can see me better. This way, ask away the question. I thought it was the people who gave me email addresses. It was people who gave me email addresses. Okay, how many email addresses you have, Laura? That's right. That's true. So how many email addresses do you have? Now I know how you can sell. So another thing which I would like to do is, if a person is, this is an announcement which I'm doing today. I've not done this before. Again, as I said, I always reward people who put in effort. It is about rewarding the accountability. It's about rewarding the responsibility. Yes, you should not be. That's their thing. But I feel that they need to be rewarded. So are these live going to be on replay? Yes, Amy, you can watch this on replay. So what I would like to see is, I'm not going to say I know how it is in last challenges and all. I forced people to complete the assignment and submit it to me within 24 hours. And I know we are all strapped for time. So what I'm going to ask is, please be diligent. Please do the homework and task and submit your completion so that I can give you my honest feedback on your completion and see where we are going to go. And the second thing you've got to do is, when you do all your submissions regularly for next 5 days, complete it. I will personally give my 30 minutes of my time to that person who completes their assignments every day on time before they come to the next one. And I give my 30 minutes time, which is around about £100, and do whatever questions they ask. I will look at their feedback. Lead magnet. I will look at other businesses which we are not covered, and see how they can frame their content for their more lead magnets. So please do finish your homework. That's all I've got to share with you today. If you've got any questions, please do ask away. Laura, if you have not caught up with us, please do send me the number. If you don't want to share it in the group, send me the number on the message so that I can find out how we are. And if you want to share your lead magnet, you already have. I've got leads, and that means how did you get the leads is also makes a difference. Okay, so make sure that how long the lead was and all of that. So ask me any question. That's all I've got to share with you today, and I will see you all tomorrow. If not, I'm doing a live for answering some of the questions. Please do submit. I'm asking, why am I asking? It should be yours. But anyway, there are quite a few. Andrea has joined. Amy has joined. Thank you very much, Amy. Laura joined, and Amanda as well. There are 4 or 5 people who've joined, and Laura feel it's too much for today. Oh no, not today, girl. Just do what you could, okay? Just start. Don't get overwhelmed. This is one thing. Oh, it's too much. Okay, let's just start, okay? So that way you would know what you are going for this. There are quite a lot of people who is doing the users, but I might be able to find them on the group later. Thank you very much, and have a great day. Please ask the question if you're stuck, and let me see how you can help. Okay, I don't feel well. Yes, I know it is not. If you're not feeling well, just catch up on your take a break and do it later time. It doesn't matter, but it is easier when you're on. It is easier to go ahead and do it. Okay, so please don't burn yourself. That's one thing which I've learned hard way this year, which is not easy for me to digest. Anyway, that's good. Someone new joined. Thank you very much. Take care of yourselves. Don't stress yourself, overwhelm. If you feel overwhelmed, just ping me and say, look, I feel overwhelmed. How do I do this? How do I break down? Then I'll tell you how to break down. That way you would be able to do small steps instead of the larger steps. Bye for now. Yes, today is just a research. Go find you don't have to find 3 people. If you think you can only do 1, you should, if you are set aside a time, 15 minutes for competitors research and 15 minutes for your audience research. So around about half an hour. You can go for a walk and you can think about it. Okay, how do I do this? That 15 minutes would be your audience ones. And for competitors, you may have to set on the computer to do it. So that way it's easier. So set aside 30 minutes. That's all I'm going to do. That's all I can take out of this day. So do that. What you can accomplish in that 30 minutes, sometimes you will be amazed how that 30 minutes goes. Okay, the information you get out of your you'll be thinking, where did that come from? That happens to me all the time. Bye for now, and I'll see you all tomorrow, or if not before. Bye.